All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening so much today. Tonight is going to be one of the nights that you will like so much, one of the nights you will enjoy so much. Uh, really, you're going to enjoy Christ tonight. And also, we are trying to bring about a turning point. Thank you very much for joining. Tonight is a very, very glorious night. We're going to have a lot of contributors tonight on this. Today is a final day on this topic. Naturally, I don't want to dwell too much on the topic, but later I discovered that I need to understand why people behave the way they behave. And the topic tonight is a very, very wonderful topic. As you're coming in, tell us where you're watching from, the country and the city and the state. This topic will be a mind blowing. And like we used to say, we don't force our idea on you. You are free to share your opinion. You are free to share your idea. You're free to say, this is what I believe. This is what I. Then, and the first week we talk about it, and the second one we talk about the Reloaded, where our sister really spoke so much about this list. We read a long list, and we are not by any way attacking any tribe. No, no, we're not attacking any tribe. We believe each tribe is unique and every tribe is unique. So we believe in that and all that. So, and those are the things that we believe so much in. And also, we believe in integrity of what you're saying. If what you're saying is so true, please, you are free. And if you can hear me very clearly, please feel free to tell me I can hear you clearly. It will be very good that I know you can hear me clearly. And if you want to contribute by any means, you can just press Be Our Guest button. Let me put it on. Okay, let me put it on quickly. Be our guest. You can be our guest, and you are free to share the video. Please, as you are coming in, feel free to share the video. And if you want to call direct line, if you want to, you have to call direct line. Let me know if you want to call a direct line, and if you really want to contribute, also let me know. So just tell me I want to contribute, then I'll put on it and it will go live with us. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Paul-Esupofo Oriade. As we used to do, we come in with the music. We come in with the music, and uh, and we go on from that. We come in with the music, and there is a particular music is like a customized music for this program. So tonight, please, we are there. Please go ahead and invite people. Go ahead and invite as many people. And write, if you want to write what you believe, uh, type it and uh, please feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. To you, how many marriages are we still observing in this generation? The generation and the new generation. It's so much obvious that many of us, when we got married, we do traditional wedding, court wedding, and church wedding. Okay, how many of you do that? How many of you have done that? Let me know. Okay, Plutonic Tonga, thank you for Minnesota. Thank you, Plutonic Toga. Thank you, sir. God bless you. I've been seeing your great work you're doing. Thank you so much. Most times, because of the time difference, when you're free, I'm busy. When they are busy, I'm free. So I know very soon. Thank you so much. So let's go. Let's see the person that will contribute first, but at the same time, I'm expecting about people tonight, and once they show up, we'll see them, and they will also contribute. And I'm expecting Elizabeth. I'm expecting Pastor Tune also. So tonight, so please go ahead and what's your mind about this generation, 20th century and the 21st century? Okay, so at the 21st century, you know, the 21st century is going to finish by 200 and 2100. That's when the 21st century will finish. When it now moves to 22nd century. So people don't understand. They just think it's 21st century because it's a semantic. No, it's 21st century because this is the 21st from January 1st, 2000 to January 1st, 2000, 2001 to 2021. By 2100, it changes to 22. Okay, so let's go. You know we're in 20 now, so 20th century to 21st century. So by 21st, we'll move on to another one. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So if you are there, you want to contribute, please say something, write something, and I will try to also to invite some people from here. Gracie, please help me also with that. Thank you. Don't know the music refused to play. Uh-huh. I know it's refusing. I know it's refusing to play. That's why it's showing me that yes, I'm refusing. Wow. So how many weddings? Maybe for your own country, your own city, your own state. Maybe your own is different. Platonic. Today I don't much. I just read what people say, share my little opinion, and uh, I also stand on the word of God because that's the ultimate. Any other thing is not ultimate. The word of God is the ultimate. So, Platonic. So what's your stand on that? What's your stand on that? What's your stand on that? And can you hear me clearly? Let me know if you can hear me clearly. I think somebody have been trying to connect. It's not connecting, so I don't know what happened. Somebody are trying to connect. Okay. Okay, Star DBC, thank you so much. Wow, 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 wow. Star DBC, longest time. Thank you so much for joining. This is one serious thing. A lot of people ask that why are we supposed to be doing? Because let me quickly also tell you, apart from those people that have been curious about why do we do those weddings, why do we do those 3 weddings in Nigeria, I've been always been curious about it because when I was younger, not only that, I think some of us, maybe I'll repeat it later a bit. Some of us will remember these that when I was younger, in 19th century to 20th century to the 21st century, I discovered that I discovered that on Thursday they will go to court. On Friday they will do engagement. On Saturday they will do church wedding. You see what I'm talking about? If you have done your wedding like that, if you did your wedding that way, let me see hands up. Let me see you signifying that okay I did. Let's go. Let's go. Please let's invite other people. Baloba Michelle, hey. Baloba Michelle, Baloba Michelle. All right. Please let's share the video. If you have shared, just tell me you have shared it. All right. All right. Thank you for the love. Please type your comments, type your things. How many weddings will you like to do? How many wedding ceremonies will you like to do? Is it one? Is it two? Is it three? All right. So please let me hear your opinion. I will read it out. Yes, I know it's Tolu. God bless you. Our online class coordinators, one of the online class coordinators, thank you. Copy this link and send it to our Facebook group. All right, this is Bola Akinyade Shenwele, Bukola Shenwele Jesu. Yes, so okay, but only say one and only. Explain, sir. One and only. Is it one and only? I think my system is acting up here. Let me borrow a phone. Gracie, please borrow me your phone. Two of our guests are supposed to be here. Maybe they don't know the link. Please share this video. Please share the video. Hold on. All right, so want to make sure we get in touch. Okay, thank you for sharing. Platonic, very good of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing. Tolu, thank you for sharing. You have done a good job. So, let me pause the music. All right. Okay. Platonic say God and me only. Okay. Did you do your wedding in the court or church or both or traditional wedding? I know that some people have to come down to Nigeria, or some people have attended one wedding before. I can't forget. It was so funny. I can never forget that wedding. It's so funny that they, not really funny, but that's my first time of experiencing that kind of wedding. The husband and wife are not there, but the parents were seated and they were doing the engagement for the children who are not there. And they say they are far away in US. And I was like, wow, what kind of. But that was my first time, so it looks so strange to me, very, very strange to me because I've never seen that before. So, can you share with us how did you do your own wedding? How did you do your wedding? I'm still expecting Elizabeth uh, because I'm just borrowing this phone so that I can just give it to the owner and all that. So, um, yes, can we have it like we used to see on location? So, can we have it? Yes, let me have your contribution. It's your night, so let me continue the music then. You continue again. Okay, so it's your night. Let's go. So let's go. Okay, I got married in my house in Liberia. How? Explain to us. You get married in your house. That's a good one. Yes, your pastor came or your parents came or what? Explain to us. We want to see some practicality of this. Yes. All right. So some people don't even go to church. Some people, somebody has said, I just saw my wife and I love my wife. Just, I just, I just take her. I remember when we were small. Let me pause. I remember when we were small. One of our brothers, we had three Adekunles. So, and three of us, one of us, I don't know where he is right now. He used to say something. So when I grow up, when I graduated from university, and after I understand I get money, the next thing I will do is that I will see a fine girl, and I will take the fine girl, and I will take her and I say I want to marry her, and I will just go and marry her straight. So all of us were then laughing at that time. We were just laughing and saying, what kind of thought? You just see a girl on the street and you say you want to marry her and you just go and marry her like that. Marriages are not done that way. So let me have your opinion. Tony Toga has been telling us these are the things that he believes so much about. All right, so sorry about that. Go back. Okay, network issue. No, no. I just tried to pause. So, uh, we are here now. So the first question I will ask is that in your own way in Africa, do you think Botanic is like a Liberian, right? You're a Liberian, okay? Uh, do you think it's ideal to do the three types of wedding? Or do you think that traditional wedding is the real wedding? Or do you think that, oh, the recognized wedding is the wedding? How do we merge the three to become one? How? And that just share with us what your opinion is. What your opinion is. What your opinion is. Gracie, please, I'm through with your phone. Thank you. Thank you so much. So you have to borrow me a phone. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What's your contribution to that? What's your contribution to that? What's your contribution to that? All right. can contribute live. You can share your opinion. This is a special drama film school online. Yes, okay. I know he's here now. Elizabeth, I know he's here now. So, would you like to go live? Something, write something. Then let me invite you live. Then we are actually expecting Pastor Tunde Bisu. Okay. All right. It's not showing that I can. Let me see. Okay. Thank you, Elizabeth. I know for coming. You can type. I didn't see the phone. Your phone being. Let me see. For me to call. But if you see the green button there, if you see the green button there for Be My Guest, please go ahead and press it. Okay, so my question has been 21st century, 20th century versus 21st century. How many weddings do you think we still observe to today? In Nigeria alone, I live in Nigeria, so I understand uh, Nigerian wedding, Nigerian kind of wedding is about three. I said it before. Uh, okay, I said it before. I said what when I was smaller, what I saw, what I grew up with is on Thursday they will go to the court. On Friday they will go to engagement. They go for engagement. On Saturday they will go to church. Okay. Now as the time goes on, on these 3 days wedding, most time that Thursday don't invite many people, but Friday and Saturday, oh, people must come. And that one is not enough. Later, in 2 days. It's still 3 days though, but it's still in 2 days. Now that's okay. On Thursday they go to the to the court. Then nothing on Friday. But on Saturday they will do engagement in the morning, and from that place they will go to church. So we now begin to see different perspectives. So I am not to teach tonight. I only chip into whatever you say and I ask you questions and all that. So that's what I do. Elizabeth, I know say I don't believe in large weddings. I think weddings want to say marriages. I will come perhaps in 5 minutes. Okay. Now, what do you believe? What is your stand? What should be the ideal way? Just a day. In fact, in my own family, one of the last 3 broadcasts, I said it. In my own family, anytime anybody wants to do wedding when we are younger, especially from my mother's side, I tell you it's a 1 week or 1 or 2 week long wedding. My mother's sisters would have arrived like Sunday before the parallel wedding. They will come a Sunday before that time, and they probably leave on Friday. If I leave on Sunday, most times they don't leave on Sunday. They leave around another Wednesday or Friday of another following week. So for me, I was like, what kind of wedding is everybody? Can't they go to their house? You know, me, I was having a funny belief. I was like, can't they go to their house? Why are they staying in our house for a longer time? They go to their house now. Ah, what is their problem? And they will, with all those things. I didn't know that was a culture. That was because a family that is rich, his siblings or his brothers and sisters-in-law, they will come. And at that time, we have about how many rooms? We have 3 rooms. It's a wing. It was a wing. So we have the living room linked to the bedroom that belongs to my father, and the last room belongs to my mother. So, and it's a very large room. Our living room alone can take where I am right now, using for studio work, is like about 2 or 3 sides. So you can divide that room You can divide that living room and have another big room inside it. So it was like that. So what's your opinion about this? If you have done your wedding, like Toga said, he does his own wedding. He did his own wedding in his own room, in his own house rather, in his house. So and I say, okay, how do you do your wedding in your own house? And we have to explain. So how do you do your wedding if you are watching me? If by chance you're watching me, and how did you do your own wedding? And if you're not married, what is your mind? What do you think you do? Will you still come back to Africa? Will you come back home and do traditional wedding? Go to court wedding, go to church wedding, like a building in a building like the copper store and all that. What's your opinion? Let's go and enjoy the music again. Let's go. I'm waiting for us to contribute. Wow. It's a serious thing tonight. I will read your comment, I tell you. Okay, let me read the Tonic's comment. All right. All right, let me read Plutonic comment. Please feel free. This is a platform where you feel free. It's a special drama film school online. These are the things that helps us when we have our films, when we have our movies, and people are watching our movies and they want to see what we are doing and say, no, 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 this is not what we bargained for. Oh, this is not correct. This is not biblically balanced. So Plutonic said, yeah, I'm a Liberian, but I left for US 2000 and I left the US 2009 to go and marry my wife in the house, like in the house. Families and friends came as well. It was my Anglican priest that officiated my wedding, but my wife Pentecostal pastor got mad with her because he had never officiated with her because he never officiated the wedding ceremony. He was so mad and suspended my wife from the ushering department, ushers ministry. But we are going to 10 years now, and happy and blessed with 3 kids in US now. Wow, your own is even complicated. Oh, that's another thing on his own. That's another topic on his own. I tell you. I think maybe because today I was thinking it's going to be final, but this is what you are saying now is bringing about something deep. Uh, which okay, thank God my sister is also here, the person that opened it, Ayo, Joan, you are here now. Maybe I will combine everything together tonight. Let me combine it together. How many weddings are we still observing? Who invented that? Who created it? Who started that? If you want to get married, it has to be the wife's church. It has to be the wife's church because now Toga's case is very very pathetic because these Pentecostal pastors got mad and they suspended the sister. Ah, Jesus Christ! They suspended the sister because this is serious. This is serious. Let's go. Yes, I think I have a guest now. Okay, let's hear the bomb tonight. We're gonna hear bomb tonight. Uh, let's hear my sister. Let's hear my sister. Let's hear my sister. So for 10 years now, almost going to 10 years, and the marriage is blessed. Yes, it has to be blessed because it's the Lord that insisted marriage. He said that insisted marriage. So it's not man. It's not any man that insisted marriage. So it is the Lord that insisted marriage. So I understand that very well. So getting married, that's the question I want to ask. Who started it? Who said we should be doing? If we want to do marriage, it has to be. Many of us grew up to see this. I actually grew up to see this, and I actually believe in it when I saw it and all that. So, Ayo Kolawole Yuan said, I've accepted it anyway. I don't know what is hanging it. I've accepted it. Court wedding for law. Traditional wedding for the family. And the church wedding for the church. Hey, why? I'm adding you already. You should go. But if not, your Facebook, update your Facebook. It's like that. I discovered that maybe the Facebook is not updated. So update your Facebook. It should connect. Okay. So Ayo said, what are you people talking about? Court weddings for the law. Traditional weddings for the family and church weddings for the is for the church. Well, I want to hear other people's opinion. So let me hear people's opinion. Tell me your opinion. Elizabeth, please update the your Facebook. Just update it, or you all install it and install it back. I think that's one of the things that happened to one of our guests last time, and it has to. And if not, I will start again and do part two. Okay, I will start again and do part two. If not, once it's like that, I will start again and do part two. Okay, so I will start again and do part two. So at least let me see. Let me here now. Okay, good. Let me start again and do part two. But please do the update. Don't go
Don't
away.
go away. We are going to do part two.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
Oh, praise God. I wanted to do part.
Oh, praise God. I wanted to do part.
Very bad on my hand as well. Because my lighting is very bad as well.
Okay, you have to miss the
Marry in the
marry in the
way. Good evening. That's
very well.
I was just gonna drop my contribution.
Okay.
Let me go. Maybe you'll meet.
Okay, I think we're having the little challenge of the audio. Okay, audio. The network and sound issue is really coming up. But from here, we are good with network. But I think where she is, and I know. I've listened to some of the live broadcasts of Elizabeth. I know she's on fire, and I know you want to fire some things tonight. Duru Kisley Chimeze, thank you for coming. OS again is there. Okay, Ayo is there. So okay. So just let's see the uh, blessed. So let's see the okay, the audio is back here. So let's see. Try again now. Try again. I was about to, but I saw that she just got connected. Let me see. What you need to do is if you're having your laptop on, uh, put the audio down your laptop Just put the audio down on your laptop. Okay. Okay. So let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. I don't know what happened, but
It's dressed in
the Yoruba
the
attire. So
Yoruba attire.
It's
So
better.
I'm wondering,
okay, let's go now.
okay, let's go now. Okay, let's go.
The network is very bad in my hand, so allow it.
Let's go. Let's. Okay. You can see the network at the back is full there, but no problem. It's no, we are dealing with Nigerian something too here, so sometimes we look at it and so let's still continue. Maybe what you can do, you can also write. Oh, okay, okay. You know what to do. I think one of the best thing you can do is um one of the things you can do is that if you use your mobile phone, maybe you use your mobile phone and don't use a laptop. Okay, okay, okay. No problem. We will do that. Thank you. But you can write your contribution. They said the better time network is acting up. Yes, that's the funny thing with network. And I believe those things we resolve itself. So let's continue. No problem. So, uh, Ayo, tell me. You said the traditional wedding is for the church. It's for the church wedding is for the church, and traditional is. Which one do you think you can do? Which one do you think is ideal for you? Do you do all the three? Why are we so much wasteful? That's my question. Why are we so much wasteful? Why are we so much in such a mess that we have to go do this wedding, do that wedding? And funnest thing is that those three weddings they have three clothes. That's the funnest thing. When they are going to cut on Thursday, some of them will have different clothes. Some who are wiser, we will use their I want to say costume. I want to say costume. I wanted to say costume. Sorry. So it's they will go to their with their English dress. English dress. What I mean by English dress is uh English dress is this Oyibo dress and all that. So that's what they go to. On traditional wedding, they will pick another uncle. The parent will have their own clothes and all. On the wedding day, yeah, 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 yeah. That's the big deal. Okay, let me read from us. Like I said, okay, Ayo has said his own. Ayo, I want to hear you more. Platonic, you said a very good thing, but you say you don't know. And Elizabeth said, parent church people that they want they that we don't know. Okay, parent church people that we don't know. Yes, absolutely, it's so much a waste. Yes, for me, it's a waste. No matter what anybody is saying, for me, that's my own opinion. But like I said, my opinion doesn't mean to you. What is central, what the ultimate is the word of God, which is the word of God. Okay, so um, uh, at least, but before we maybe we will arrange another one very soon. Maybe we will do this. We hasn't see that the action on strong there. Which one? Who started that they should be going to the wife to be's church? Who started it? Who started it? Who invented it? How did it start? How did it start? I wouldn't mind maybe next week again. We'll repeat this because I really want to have an opinion. I really want to have an opinion about it. I really want to have an opinion about it. I'm still expecting Pastor Tunde. If Pastor Tunde is in the house, please, I want to hear. Um, Ayo said, for me, court wedding is good. Some make their court wedding Some make their court wedding as their white wedding too. Oh, beautiful. I think a lot of youth are beginning to do that in Nigeria. A lot of youth are beginning to do that in Nigeria. And for me, I also advise. I said, well, instead of that, if you know you're going to court and you're going to do reception, why can't you go to the court? After the court, the reception should be a traditional place where you do a traditional wedding. Then you do the reception. And the church, if you need a church, let the pastor come to reception and bless you there. I said they wear their gown and serve refreshment after. That's all. Yes. Okay. Elisa said, I believe court and a mini family prayer session in the house is more than enough. That's what I want to hear, Elizabeth, tonight. But I guess let's try one more time. I don't give up. That's me. That's my own spirit. I don't give up easily. Let's try one more time. The sound will be better now. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Maybe the sound will be better now. So for Elizabeth said, well, if you live in court, let's go to church and let the family just bless them and go. That's okay. Why are they going around and be doing a traditional thing? Okay. Oh wow, 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 wow. Let me hear your opinion, please. Let me hear your opinion. I want to hear your opinion and all that. Who started it? I want to ask the question. Who started this? Okay, that's to be Ile Yawo. They have to do it from Ile Yawo. It has to be from the bride family. That's why Toga even caused this. Toga said, when they do something in their in his own church, in their home, in Liberia, and the church pastor were angry. They were angry. They were so angry because you know the American when they say mad means they're angry. Just like when they say the guy is crazy, maybe the guy is brilliant, semantics and all that. We call it semantic code. You have to look at semantic code, symbol in acting, call it enigmal code and all that. So, so I understand when he said the pastor were met and they suspended the woman. What for? Because the wedding is not conducted. Wedding is just a day. Marriage is a lifetime. And he said 10 years. It's very close to the 10 years. And the marriage is good. Okay? And the marriage is good. So let me ask, while we are waiting for Pastor, maybe Pastor will join us on time. If not, then reloaded, we do the reloaded. Uh, that's a good question to his wife's family church. That's a good question. Yes. Why family? Yes. Why the wife's family church? Why? Who started it? Who invented it? Why is it like that? Nobody has ever challenged it until now. I'm saying it. Maybe some people have said it, but they have. Who? Maybe don't let me say it, nobody. You know, who invented that? Who started that? That's number one question. Number two, 28th century and 21st century, which is our focus tonight. How many wedding anniversary and wedding ceremonies are we still observing? That's the title. How many of these are we still observing till now? And I told you, till now, in Nigeria, to the best of my knowledge, most times we are doing 3 weddings. But because we want to do a reloaded, probably tomorrow we have to repeat it tomorrow because next week it's going to be for something else. I don't want, maybe I don't know, but I will tell her before I finish. I'll confirm before I finish. If it's going to be Saturday, we'll just do it next week Saturday. Okay. Okay. So let me hear your contribution. Please write something and share the video. Write something. I wanted to do part two, but I felt no. Let's just do it. Let's maintain this. It's almost like 40 something minutes. Okay, 45, 44 minutes, few seconds right now. Yes, we still have some time more. So let me see your contribution. Ayo, what's your contribution? Plutonic, you have created another challenge today. Oh. Okay, let's have somebody who want to face the challenge. Okay, let's see somebody who wants to face the challenge. If you want to contribute, just press the button. I will be your friend. Joe Ewulomi, be something. I don't know how to pronounce that name. So I don't want to spoil it. Sorry about that. Okay. So Joe, yes. How many weddings are we still observing? Now, if it's 3, why is it 3? Court wedding, traditional wedding, church wedding. Okay? Why is it 3? I know said, Elizabeth said, for our own opinion, let them go to church. A minute prayer. I don't think it can happen in Africa because the parents will be so happy. A minute prayer, family prayer in the house, and his mother, let them go. A minute is okay. A minute is okay, and that's so funny. But is a minute is okay? Let me hear your contribution. And Plutonic said something that he did the wedding. So please tell me, why must it be? Why must I have one more question to ask us? Why must it be like that? That's the contribution. Please, let's do the contribution and let me play the music. Let's do the contribution. Let me play the music. Then I will let me play the music. So I'm waiting for a contribution really because I have one more question to ask all of you. If all these things, let me ask the last question. If all these things are not too ideal, what is your suggestion? What is your suggestion? What do you think would be your suggestion? Maybe some of us are watching right now. You're a grandma. You have been saying, that day I will pray. In fact, in the deep Yoruba traditional wedding, they will do what they call a kunyawo. And the bride will cry on the mother or something. Ìyá will not say, ọmọ mi sí lọ́lẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́, àti àgọ́yè o. But yeah, I just want your contribution really. I want your contribution. So what do you think will be an ideal? What do you think will be an ideal? At least in your own opinion. I have said my own opinion, and I will still share my opinion today. Maybe probably I will confirm now. Okay, maybe probably also we'll do the reloaded too. Maybe that's the final because today's supposed to be final, but the network is not helping us to help one another. So Elizabeth said our problem is that we are too focused on the little thing in life. Great nations excel because they don't dwell on little things. You're very correct. I've heard you say several times, even on your broadcast. I've heard you say this several times on your broadcast. We major at the minor, we minor at the major. They are too busy being great that wedding for them is a plus, but not the main focus. Okay, wedding for them like a marriage. Okay, marriage for them is a plus, not main. We don't know where it came from, because I want to really trace down who started it. In fact, Elizabeth said we do a lot of things that we don't know where it came from, and that's so sad. When they gave back to me, they asked me questions. They asked me some things. What's your name? One of my middle name is Adekunle. So one day, every time I go to my parents, especially my father, I ask my father a lot of questions. That when I was growing up, he had to look for what kind of my identity. Said your brain is so creative that every field you function, every field you function. At the time, they thought I would be a lawyer. Because the way I asked my question, at the time, because my father was sick at the time, he has a boil, I was treating the boil. My father said, "You're going to be a doctor." In fact, everybody was like, "Oh, this guy's going to be a doctor," because he was so caring at art. Everybody was like, "Oh, he doesn't want anything bad to people." Later, people said, "You like justice." So it's like, you know, I really want to see. Okay. Oh, Elizabeth is saying something here. I saw a lot of people insulting the new Olori. However, the right practice we practice is just as questionable. Ho ho! I didn't even want to go to that because that's what is in vogue right now. That's what everybody's talking about right now. This Oni of Ife that married prophetess from Akure who and she has to go through the cultural rites and all that. People start talking about, oh, he stepped on the blood, oh, he's stepping on the blood. Well, for me, I can have a true opinion, all right? If she doesn't believe in those rituals, she believes that she's stepping on those stones and all that, is riding on high places, and you want to take over the land for Jesus, want to take over the palace for Jesus. It could be like that. So I don't want to give our opinion. You understand? It could be like that. For me, if I don't believe, is that you do like this, and you call it demon, and you put it in your house. If I come to your house and maybe I'm just sweeping, I just take this, I just like this. DSS is something some time ago. One of the live podcasts say some of us we drive this car, we drive all this Japanese car in Nigeria, and nothing happened to us. But in Japan, many of those manufacturers, they have one big demons. So in Japan don't want to wear, they don't want to drive a particular car. But in Africa, we use it, and that's why I say somebody came to Africa. He saw this Shango. He saw this. He brought it. He bought it and turned it to a souvenir. And when he gets this country, he say, "Oh, I just bought this." And what we call shigidi. Just bought this shigidi, and they call it shigidi. And then where I bought it, we can put it in your house, and they begin to put it in where they begin to use it to decorate the house. Do you get it now? So sometimes you must question things. You must question things. Why are we doing 3 weddings? For me, you're making me to have a little talk because some of us don't write something. I want us to write something. Ayo, where's Plutonic? You have been writing. Please go ahead and write. Olanriwaju, where are you? Oh, let me also appreciate some of the people that joined. Joe Ewulomi. Um, Ayo, I'm expecting you. Duru Kinsley Chimezie. Okay. Chimezie. Okay. Let's have other contributions. Yes, I want us to contribute before I go. Okay. Elizabeth said, okay, I read that. It said bride price is just as bad even. Okay, so okay, you're going to pay 10,000. In fact, Elizabeth, you need to watch episode 2. We call it Reloaded. Why we put Goro and all that. We read a lot of lists, the live lists that happened this year. In fact, few weeks ago. In fact, it was so terrible. Everything must be questioned. Everything must have an answer. Yes, but our problem is we don't question things. If we question things, people will tell you nonsense. Keep quiet. What do you know? When did they give birth to you? You want to change the tradition of our fathers? Then I will tell them the tradition of our fathers that when they are doing Ogun, they have to kill human beings. But yet they cut, dogs outside. They cut dog into two outside. So, Ayo, yes, let me hear your contribution. Let me hear your contribution. Ayo, let me hear your contribution. Okay? Okay. Some people even say it's fetish. All those things that you are doing is fetish. Why don't you just go for this English? I don't say, and I've said it several times. It doesn't mean the white culture of wedding or Western culture of wedding is correct. Okay? The real biblical wedding before the law came is actually traditional wedding. Okay? So, okay, somebody's writing something, but I really want to read your comments. I'll tell you it is Western influence, okay? Okay, something like that, okay? Okay? Now, even the Western culture of wearing, if you want to do your wedding and you want to wear agbada, nobody said you should not wear it. Must it be shirt and something? Let me shock you. Maybe we have little contribution to before we leave tonight. Um, when we're about to do our wedding, I actually have the picture when I was small. I saw that on my wedding day. I saw it. I wasn't born again, but I saw it. I'm going to wear white. I saw myself wearing white. So it looks so strange to me because for that time the women will always wear white, and they will tell them you can wear white when you're not pregnant and all that. If you're pregnant, you wear cream and all those stuff and all those stuff. So, and I was in the picture till the very close to my wedding. I didn't really see much people that are using white. So one of my friend in UK, Reverend Israel, and I just did the wedding and I saw he was wearing white. I said, "Wow, your own is your white. Me, my own is pure white, even to the shoe, to the belt, to everything I want to wear. My on this and everything is only that I cannot paint my hair white." So, and lo and behold, I tell you, lo and behold, it came to pass. It came to pass. I wore white. And after that, I've seen people, even I've seen some of the board of trustees in our ministry that have followed suit. But before that, they will always wear black, they will always wear one gray, they will always wear blue, they will wear green, they will wear all manner. But I just saw myself, I said, why can't I challenge this thing? Must it go this way? Must I wear even suit for my wedding? You understand? Wedding is just a day. But people put attention, so much attention. In fact, some people, they will waste all their. Let me just keep quiet. So let me have that question answered. Who started it? If you are here, just tell us you are here and where you're watching from, the country and the state watching from. If you're in Nigeria, we appreciate you coming tonight. Like I said, we're going to do Reloaded. We're going to do Reloaded next week. I don't know whether Elizabeth, are you going to be free next week Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Nigeria time? Are you going to be free? Are you going to be free? You're going to be free 9:30 Nigerian time, because this program we do it Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday on this page we call it Special Drama Film School Online, where we train people how to impact the nation, building the kingdom principles and all that in the art of men through drama, through film and training. Wow, we have been waiting for Pastor. Pastor is here. Pastor is here. Wow. So Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. So don't forget. Pastor Tunde Disu is here at last. We have been waiting for him. We've been waiting for him. Okay, get back to me. I'll be waiting for that. So, Pastor, you are watching from your laptop or your iPhone. So let's see how Pastor can contribute to. Pastor, the question we have been dealing with: 21st century, 20th century versus 21st century. How many weddings ceremonies are we still holding on? How many weddings are we still holding on? And uh, if Pastor cannot contribute, because I'm waiting for Pastor to contribute tonight also, so we have it next week. Ago we have the part 2 of this next week, because the network is really acting up for us and all that. So Pastor Tunde Disu, let me have you. Let me have you there. Okay. If you are watching on a laptop, it may not be easier for me to connect with you, but if you're using your mobile phone, it should be easier for me to connect with you. Okay, so that's the question. And then another question that came up from what Plutonic mentioned was doing his own wedding in the house. And the Anglican priest, conducted the wedding, because the church is just a building. We are the church. Okay, we are the church. It's just a building where people come together to meet. We are the church. Okay, and that's why the Bible is not saying it's not coming for one cathedral in America. It's not coming for one cathedral in Ogun State. It's not coming for one cathedral in Utah. He's not coming for one cathedral in the Lagos Express, Ibadan Expressway. No, not that kind of thing. It's coming for we, the Church of God. Okay, so we church, not the building. So I understand what I buy from the idea, but this is strange. People will say, "Must you?" But what of the building you rented? What if all you rented and you call it a church, and everybody is meeting in that place and call it a church? You understand? So what is the building? So understand? So we call it edifice. Okay, we have a theater the performative and theater the edifice. When you come to theater the performative, then we're talking about the theater. But we're talking about theater the edifice. That's a place where people watch the drama, the presentation of the theatrical productions and all that. You know, that's our field. And one of the things I made mention of this Saturday to be interactive like this is because I want people to be the best and to be at their best. Okay? So Pastor Tunde, are you ready for us? Are you ready for us? We are waiting for your contribution. You can type your contribution this week and let's see, because I've been trying to look for you to connect with you. But you can also send a request on being our guest. It can be a request on being our guest, and you can also type your opinion. So, having said that, I want to believe that this broadcast will change a lot of things, because some of the dramas we begin to do, some of the things we're doing, we make a lot of things. Oh, Pastor, thank you for contributing. Let me read what Pastor said. Said, wedding is primarily a covenant, but the focus has been shifted to ceremonies rather than the essence of the covenant. Wedding is primarily a covenant between a man and a woman that is signing before men, if or within themselves. But the focus has been shifted to ceremonies, eating and drinking, rather than the essence of the covenant that is being entered into by the people, by the couple. Hence, there is a different version of this ceremony. So the version of the court version, the church version, the traditional version. Pastor, explain more. Let me hear. What are these different versions of the ceremony? What are these different versions of the ceremony? Today is going deeper into some things now. Wow. That is why I don't want to talk, because I want everybody to contribute, so that even if you don't buy the opinion, like I said, you must respect the opinion here, and that's one of the things I like about this Saturday program of ours. We don't insult ourselves, nobody insulting anybody, but we believe your opinion can be very great, and you see from different perspectives and all that. This make me to think. This make me to really think deeper and say, okay, if this is now what the people have shifted to ceremony, if I tell you the way people go into depth, oh God, because they want to do wedding, I tell you, I'm not bragging, I'm not there yet, but I'm going closer. I'm not bragging. I tell you that we did our wedding debt free. Debt free. I tell you, debt free. Debt free. That would be amazing to you. Debt free. I hold nobody. I make sure that everybody is being paid. When they say go and do that, I say no, I don't have it. When they say this, I don't have it. The funniest thing on my wedding, I will tell you this, because at least we are 7 now. The funniest thing on my wedding is that on the altar, we're about to join, when we are dancing, one of the ushers came to me and say, "Oh, bro, the cooler will not be sufficient for the officiating ministers." They told us 12 ministers. All of a sudden, there are more than 12, and now telling me on the altar. I said, so I should leave this place and go and look for the other. The woman thought I would not talk, just keep quiet. I will put my hand in my pocket and say, please, it's one of them that. He said, Brother Paul, why do you answer like that? I said, why, on the wedding day, you want me to, uh, you want me to go and be looking for cooler? Is that where I'm going? I'm not here for cooler. If they like, they eat. If they like, they don't eat. What is more important is that I'm following the rule. I'm not stealing anybody. I'm not stealing anybody's child. So why would somebody now be looking for cooler? And another funniest thing, in fact, another funniest thing is tell you that it's not it's not important. It's not compulsory that you give the officiating minister money, but they say it's advisable. And I was now thinking, If I'm and I'm the one giving out money to officiating minister as somebody that is getting wedded, hey, it look so strange to me that they have to go with the cooler and they have to have a specific way this cooler must look like. Though they make it free to some people. I told my wife to be, I said, sister, we will do. In fact, my wife was, no. Excellent. My wife said, see, we determine whatever they want to do. I am born and bred here. So if whatever we design for our wedding, that's what they will buy. And I said, what? And they will just follow suit. Because anything that was not against the scripture, we are just doing it. Do you get it now? So that's the truth about it. You don't say because after the wedding now, people now begin to say, in fact, in Yoruba land, let me put it that Elelubo will come, Alata will come after the wedding. They want to get something, and those are the terrible. Let's hear from the pastor before we go. I want to hear from pastor very well. In the next, I want to give more in the next 13 minutes. In the next 13 minutes, we'll be rounding up. In the next 13 minutes, we'll be rounding up. But the ceremonies are in common places of opportunity to show off. That is it. To show off. That is it. So people are really doing wedding to show off. There is nothing wrong with the celebrations. But that is what is the essence of the various ceremony when the couple may end up in debt and struggles afterward. And that's what happens. This will only heap unnecessary burden on the new life, on the new couple, on them, which may be negatively affect the new life they are just starting. That is it. It has happened to a lot of people. I know somebody. I know somebody say they have collected all my money, so the wedding. And someone say, well, let them collect. When they finish all my money, we are going to be in the house together. Eh? Hopefully, we're going to be in the house together. So whatever I have, you eat. Can I tell you by the grace of God that after our wedding, we are distributing money. We don't have much, but we have little. There are people who are in need after our wedding. I can talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so. That God gave us, He was giving us instruction. Go and give these people. Go and give these people. Somebody said he wants to start a business. He doesn't have the money. He needed little. We gave, and in fact, we gave. And we don't have anything. They say, thank God. Thank God because at least I obeyed you, or we obeyed you. So I was so happy because I said, go and give this one. Go and withdraw this one. And give. And it was a joyful thing. I tell you, it was joyful. Imagine just get married and you have some money that you at that time you don't need it. These are money coming from people giving. These are money coming from your own savings. You're able to save and you're able to give to people who are in need. We have some program at that time. The Lord said, all the invitation they gave me, said, don't collect any offering there. Don't collect anything from them. Don't collect honorarium. So after finishing, I said, please, so from myself and my wife, we are giving this to support the work. And that's what we did. And that is what we did. Do we get it now? I'm so much afraid, but I don't want to give my opinion alone because my opinion alone may not work for everybody. Okay? One of the things is that before they gave us the date. That's another thing. You know, they give us the date. And that's another question I will ask. I will ask it next week. Who determined the date to get married? And with one terrible thing that happened recently, that you see somebody, you don't see somebody, you talk to somebody, you don't get somebody. I love the principle of parental consent. Our parents wrote their consent that, written documents, typed and signed. So we are in this relationship. And you remember what Pastor Obi Ojimadu contributed last week. He said he has been a father to some people in Ukraine to the wedding. That the parents give their consent and they bless them. So if your child is overseas, so they say if there is an orphan, no father, no mother, or he's coming from orphanage home, there is no link. Is it the orphanage that will be collecting the? So one of the salient thing in the point that Pastor has made, Pastor Tony has said, he doesn't like to be called pastor, but don't worry, let me just use it for now, please. Forgive me, let me use it for now. Is people ending up in struggles. There will be fight in the house. Any little thing, say your parents have come. Imagine somebody is doing wedding in Igbo land and is paying around 50,000 naira. Aside other thing, assorted this, you need to watch that video. You need to watch it. I asked Ayo to read to everything. So read all the things on that thing, and the list was very long. Even to the underwear of the father of the wife to be. That's so sad. That's so sad. Okay, let's have one or two people before we go. Let's have more contribution from Pastor. Yes, thank you, sir. Pastor further continues, say we must remember that after the wedding ceremony, then the marriage will start. If only we can put more insight. I love that word. Insight and preparation to the wedding insight preparation to the marriage than the wedding. The couple will be better off. They will be better off in the long run. They will be better off in the long run, and that is it. That is it. Pastor, please, I would like to crave your indulgence. We have 8 minutes to go. Normally, we don't have but we started a bit waiting, and at the time we couldn't get a link to other people. But next week Saturday, the grace of God, same time 9:30 p.m. We're going to be talking on this same topic, but from another angle. So now, my question I asked before we close tonight, within the shortest time that remains, is that, sir, what do you think should be an ideal wedding? Should we do it that? Should we do it as a single day, where we do the traditional, the blessing, the parental blessing? I can't compromise that anyway. The parental blessing, the church and the court. There's some churches, they are registered, they can do what they will do in the court and the church, okay, and they give them the certificate in the church. Or do you think I can just go and rent a house, or my house, or where the engagement will be done? When they are doing the engagement, I've had a wedding like that before. When the engagement is done, they did everything in the engagement. The church, everything was inside the engagement. The reception was inside the engagement place, the parents' face. So what would be your advice before we go? After Pastor has spoken, then we'll go for tonight. We'll come back next week. That's the confirmation of what I want to confirm. By next week, Saturday, 9:30, we will have more contributions, and we're going to have more internet. I think the internet is stable. I don't know what happened, really. So let me wait for Pastor to give us the closing response to that question I've asked already. The music, I don't know what happened as well. I have alternative. Yes, I'm waiting for the Pastor response on that before we go tonight. And after I select my my music, because those are the things. So let's go. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Yes, Elizabeth says there are ways too many church requirements. I think the church should be either banned from hosting weddings, or their terms should be reviewed. That's correct. I think the church requirements are being used to defraud people. Yeah, maybe, maybe, maybe. Yeah. Okay, Pastor said, it is down to the couple involved, not even their parents or families. The couple should decide what they want and guide the rest accordingly. It is their wedding anyway. I love that word. I said it, my wife said, we are the owner of this thing. We can design it. In fact, in RCCG, it is given to you. I don't know of now. I don't know what happened right now. But it is given to you. If it's your wedding, you design it the way you want it. If you want it a church wedding, if you want it a parlor wedding, If you want it just within 2-3 people, if you want it a workers' wedding, only workers will come. If you want it, you can say, okay, in my court, okay, let's go to court. Everybody, pastor, I don't want anything. Come to church, do whatever thing you want to do inside church. Do it during the engagement, and let's finish it. And I've seen people responding that in many ways. Thank you so much, because that's a very close remark from a pastor. Very, very good one. Okay, Elizabeth says, so I do propose for a small in-house family wedding where the pastor can come and pray, and plus for legal reason a small court wedding. Yeah, that's it. That's just it. That's just it. Because by the time you are preparing people to know their values in life, understanding their purposes in life, I think it's better than just want to do a ceremony. And like Pastor said, most of those weddings are for show off. They are for serious, serious show off. I tell you, they are for serious, serious show off. It's a very, very serious show off. So that's why I love what Pastor said, and Pastor also said, why should church have a list of demands? Part of the benefit of being church members is the benefit of being allowed to have the ceremony. So the church is only an officiating body, so should not put any demand on the couple. Exactly. Some people hate me. You know me already now. You know me. Even on the wedding day, I told you what on the wedding day, the cooler is not. It's not. I should go to the market and leave something. I go to market. Is it not a blessing? As an 18 minister show up or something like that. I didn't even remember. It's 18 minister show. I said, well, thank God. Thank God. So I didn't even, in fact, our invitation was just 100 cards. And that 100 cards, I gave about maybe about 50 to people I know they will not come. Many of them never showed up. But the rest, I don't know how people came up. But by the time we started, everything was so small. I was so happy. By the time they said now to turn and I saw crowd, I said, eh? And some people say they just add. Some people say, no, not you. Brother Paul is doing that I will not be there. Must be there. I say, okay, praise God. So like Pastor Tunde said, you don't make a demand on this couple. It's not correct. You don't demand on them. You have to give them all the support. Instead, some people in my department, the Sunday school department, the drama, they were rallying around to make sure that everything was good. Even when I said I don't want to do a Agbada thing, one of them said, no, you have to do a Agbada thing. No. I said, I don't do a Agbada thing. That's the money I don't have. I said, no, can you go back to the market? I said, well, I can go. It's not compulsory. That's why in Deeper Life, some of them in Deeper Life wear Guinea. The cheapest of all, not cheapest anyway, but some of the relatively affordable for anybody. Guinea, put on the Tinko in the front, and that's all. So they don't stop themselves with a lot of things. I think we will talk about it next week by the grace of God. And I want to appreciate everybody that's joined tonight. I really appreciate your contribution. Please, you can drop your comment anytime. Through 8:30 a.m. Nigeria time, talking about Special Drama Film School, where we teach ourselves how to use this thing for the kingdom of God. And I want to appreciate Pastor Tunde. I want to appreciate Elizabeth. I want to appreciate your Kolawole. I want to appreciate everybody that's joined at the time. Joe Elumi and Toga really, really stood by us. I think today one of the times you really, really contributed. Thank you so much for your contribution, and all other people I cannot mention your name or see your name here. And thank you very much. God bless you. As I used to say, don't just be creative. Stay creative and be a person of creativity. Till another time, I remain Paul-Esupofo. Do have a blessed day. Bye.